Hello everybody! Today we are going to learn how to add fractions. So let's get straight to the question. Number 1. What is 1 over 4 plus 1 over 4? Step 1 is to check the denominator. And what I mean by denominator is these numbers at the bottom of each fraction. Now, in this case, the denominators are the same numbers, 4 and 4. So, we don't do anything and just put the 4 there. And that's how it works. And it's simple as that. That's the end of adding the denominator. Nothing happens if the digits of one fraction and another fraction is the same. There is also some times when the denominator is different, and I'll teach you guys that later on this video. So keep watching and I'll tell you what to do with the numerator. Now step 2 is to add the numerator. So what I mean by numerator is these two numbers in the top of each fraction. Anyways, what we need to do is to add them. So let's check it out. 1 plus 1 equals 2. So what we do is put 2 right there. And there we have it, the answer for this fraction question. And this fraction can also be told as 1/2, as 2 quarters can be simplified to 1/2. So there's our answer for question 1. Now let's move on to question 2. Question 2, 2 over 4 plus 3 over 6. Now, as I said to you guys earlier, step 1 is to check the denominator. Now, if we see here, 4 and 6 are not equal numbers. So, what we do in this situation is find the lowest common multiple. The lowest common multiple a multiple is a lowest common multiple is the smallest number that 2 or more numbers can both go into evenly. So, in this situation, there is the numbers 4 and 6. Multiples of 4 will be 4, 8, 12, 16, multiples of 4 will be 4, 8, 12, 16, and so on. And multiples of 6 would be 6, 12, 18, and 24, and more on. So, on here, we need to find the same valued number. So, if we see here, we see the number 12 and another number 12 is the same. So, our lowest common multiple is 12. Now, what do we do with the lowest common multiple? So, we rewrite this question. Like this, 12 and 12 as a denominator in each side, but we also need to change the numerator. So what we do with the numerator is times the original denominator by the numerator diagonally. So what I mean is, to find out this, we need to times 6, the original denominator, the original denominator with this, with 2. So 6 times 2 equals 12. So we gotta rewrite this fraction. So we gotta rewrite the fraction like this. Now, what we do here, now in this situation, we need to also change the numerator. And what do we do with this? So we need to find out how much the number 4, the denominator, was multiplied to become 12. In this situation, 4 was multiplied by 3 to become 12. So we need to times 3 to 2 right here. So 2 times 3 will be 6. Will be 6. So the numerator for this will be 6. That's simple. Now let's do it to the other fraction. 6 was multiplied by 2 to become 12. So we multiply 2 to 3. 3 times 2 equals 6. Equals 6. So our new numerator for our second fraction is going to be 6. Now as we see here, these two fractions actually have the same value the whole time, both equaling 1/2 and 1/2. Now when 1/2 meets another half, we call it 1/2. For example, one half plus another half will be, the denominator stays same, so it'll be 2, and we add the numerator, so it'll be 2, which is going to be 2 over 2. But which is going to be 2 over 2. But we can simplify this. So 2 over 2 is equal to 1/2. So 2 over 2 is equal to 1/2. Now, so as this fraction equals these fractions, then what we gotta do is do exactly what we have done later. No, exactly what we have done earlier. 2 plus 2, denominator it's 2, 1 plus 1 is 2 as it's a numerator, which equals 2 1/2. So the answer for question 2 is The answer for question 2 is 1 whole. I hope you now know how to add fractions with the same denominator and a different denominator. And I'll see you next time in my next video. Bye!